There are a few things some home buyers are doing when they're thinking of relocating to Florida, and I want to share some of those tips with you right now. So let's get to it. Hey everybody, I'm Emily. I'm a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Florida, and I live in the Tampa St. Pete area, and this channel is dedicated to all things living, working, playing, sleeping, eating, and especially this crazy real estate market here in Central Florida. So if that resonates with you, go ahead and click that subscribe button and that notification bell. That really helps me out a lot, but it also lets you know when I'm dropping new videos. And if you have any real estate related questions, or if you need any assistance relocating to Florida, I can't help you if you don't reach out to me. My links are below. You can send me an email, you can jump on my calendar, and we can have a 30-minute Google Meet video call and talk a little bit more about what you're looking to do, and let me see if I can help you get your dream come true moving to Florida. So today I wanted to talk to you about the 5 things home buyers are doing when looking to relocate to the Florida area. And they're gonna seem really basic to you, but I've had to kind of go over this a couple of times with some of my clients, and so I thought I would share it here. Number 1, you gotta find a local agent that you can trust and that you get along with, and that understands your vision and your goal and will listen to you as well as guide you in the right way. I'm noticing now with this, because I'm on the buyer side, on the seller side, I'm having some really great conversations with some wonderful selling agents. And then every now and then 1 or 2 will pop up that I think, did they ever take the exam? Like, do they know what they're doing? It is our job to guide you as agents. We are not Florida real estate attorneys. Let's make that clear. We are only here to guide you, and we guide you according to what is stipulated in the contract. And also, your lender is not supposed to give you any legal advice either. So you have to really make sure that when you're hiring an agent, you're hiring a licensed professional in the state that can assist you and is with a brokerage that is reputable, because that agent is going to go back and forth to the broker to make sure that all the things within the contract and the flow of the process is right in alignment with Florida real estate law. It's also important that you vibe with this agent. The great thing for me being an agent over here, having YouTube as my way to show myself and my personality to people, is once we have that initial phone call, we feel like we know each other, right? You feel like you can trust me, and I make sure that I do everything in my power to prove to you that you can trust me. And it's always my job and my goal to listen to what your needs are and what your goal actually is, and then we work backwards and we strategize about how to make that happen. And I do everything in my power to guide you in the best way and the fastest way if you have a really small window. Even if you're looking far out, I will have that conversation with you. It is my goal as well to build a relationship with you so that we can, have an ongoing relationship, whether it's this purchase or your 3rd or their 4th or your kid's purchase or your aunt or uncle's purchase. So I'm really a relationship type of agent. I want to earn your trust, and I want to celebrate with you at the closing table. So keep that in mind when you're doing your research on real estate agents. Make sure that they are licensed in the state and that they're with a reputable broker. It might sound obvious to some, but it's never too early to get pre-approved. You really need to speak to a lender. First off, if you're going to pay with cash, that's totally different, but you still have to come up with proof of funds for an offer. Every offer in this market has to be presented with a pre-approval letter. Sometimes I've even asked the lender to go ahead and start the underwriting process, because when we're presenting an offer with your pre-approval letter, if I can tell the seller that we've already started the underwriting process, that also makes them feel more confident that you're a solid buyer. So that's always helpful. So talking to a lender, seeing what's going on with your credit, because right now rates are going up, up, up. You want to lock in a rate, and making sure that you have every piece of the puzzle together for your agent to present you in the best possible light. And then working with that lender, if there's some hiccups on your credit or if there's some money that you need to move around, you guys are starting that process while we're getting ready to go see houses. Cash is king in this market, not gonna lie. But even if you're getting a loan, don't worry, because if you've got a nice chunk of cash, which I highly recommend for people, we will strategize about how to utilize that cash to put you and your offer in the best light and stand out amongst the rest. So it is really important that you, even though you're getting a loan, that you can come to the table, especially the first 3 days of being under contract. You must put your escrow money deposit down. That is the skin in the game that the seller is asking for, to know that you are serious about this contract and that you're not going to pull out after the inspection period. So you must have that escrow money deposit put with the title company a minimum of 3 days after we've gone into contract. And then we'll utilize the rest of the cash in order to sweeten the deal in various ways, which we'll talk about. So don't forget, just because you're not a full cash offer doesn't mean that your offer will not get accepted. I've been able to win some deals in this market, even if there's cash buyers on the table, by positioning my client in the best way, utilizing their cash and our offer in a specific way. I don't want to give too much away, but let's just say, don't be afraid of the cash buyers. We can win, I promise. Another thing I'm suggesting to buyers in this market is try not to think of moving to Florida or relocating to Florida as finding your forever home. If you've got a lot of time and you want to do new construction and that sort of thing, finding your perfect forever home, if you can get a lot available, great. But if you're just looking to get here and it's your dream to get here, rents are so high right now, it would benefit you to get into something that you like within a certain price range, and then take the next 3 to 5 years, watch the market, figure out other areas that you might be interested in as well. So just get to Florida. You know, you're gonna save more money in the long run instead of renting, because rents are exorbitant, owning something that's gonna earn you some equity. So if your goal is to get here. Let's figure this out. Myself and some of my clients, we've been talking about, criteria and really narrowing down your must-haves and where you're willing to bend. And if you're not willing to bend in this market, then I'm sorry, there's just not gonna be anything available. You have to be able to be a little flexible when it comes to what you're looking for. And so maybe that means buying a lesser house with lesser features in order to get here. And then you can start to prepare, for the next dream house in 3 to 5 years. Just something to think about. And lastly, number 5 is you've got to come visit the areas that you're interested in. It's really easy for me to sit here living in Florida and tell you all the wonderful things about different neighborhoods based on my opinion, but my opinion may differ from yours, and especially your lifestyle may be different than mine and what you need. So I can suggest areas based on your interests, and I've done that for people, and we talk about that over our Zoom calls, and we go over the map and have you make notes. And when you come in town, you go drive those areas, and luckily, if when you come in town there are some homes to view while you're here, then we go see those homes. I want to get you into some homes and see what they look like. I want you to walk around neighborhoods and go to the restaurants, go to the local dive bars, go to the little coffee shops, into the little everything, walk around, bike around. What does this place feel like? I just had clients in town and I sent them to a couple of different neighborhoods, and one neighborhood in particular, they were like, yeah, that wasn't really our vibe, but it looked great on your video. And I was like, right, you have to come feel the area for yourself. Go sit in the neighborhood restaurant and talk to the locals and see if that vibes with you. It didn't vibe with them, but another area that I suggested did, and it hit all of the marks. And so we moved forward with the contract. So while they were already here vacationing, how great is that? Come here a lot. Is even long weekends, drive around. It's going to be the best use of your time right now. With such a large purchase, you really need to take the time. I will do as many virtual tours as you need me to do when you're working with me, especially when I'm talking to my relocation clients. If you need me to go take a look at a home that you think has everything, then I will do a FaceTime video with you while I tour it. And then if you really love it, then I suggest you come down here and then we take a look. And we'll talk about that on another video. But I definitely think, I'm hoping these 5 things, they're small, but they're actually big in the scope of the transaction process and helping you set yourself up to succeed in this market. Don't let the market scare you too much. I'm in it every day. Yes, is it stressful? Absolutely. But it's also wonderful and challenging. And on top of it, when we get to the closing table, it makes it oh so much sweeter. So I've had some really wonderful closings lately of we're just like high-fiving, like, "Ooh, we got through that. How wonderful was that?" I want that to be you next. So don't forget, I'm here to help you. I've got your back. Reach out to me. My links are below. And let's get a conversation going and get you a plan to relocate to the Florida area. And as always, everybody, I really appreciate it that you came to my channel and took a look at my content. And if it resonates with you, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and that notification bell and leave me a comment. You know I love them. Questions, suggestions, I take them all. I really do take them all into consideration. And as always, everybody, I really appreciate it again. And so have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.